Hello, everybody, and welcome to something that I said I was going to do, and now I'm doing it. This is every Sonic Prime merchandise that I currently own, and there's quite a bit of stuff for something that just started, basically, but they released quite a bit of stuff, and we're going to showcase, well, I'm going to showcase everything I have. I have most of the stuff, all the main stuff, for the most part, I believe, other than some mystery figures, which I don't have. But as you can see, there's quite a lot. I have them organized by character. So let's get started with the outlier, which is here. Shadow, who doesn't really look like he's a Sonic Prime figure, but he is. He's basically a high-air quality Shadow figure from Jack Pacific, but he came with the Sonic Prime line. As you know, Shadow doesn't have any alternate forms in the actual show, so hey, but it's cool, at least we got him. I think there is a mystery figure of him, which is a shame that we didn't get. This is really cool, but it's a shame we didn't get a more unique figure, because there's probably going to be more and more regular Shadow figures down the line. But it's nice to have a high quality one. This is just a random portal from one of the mystery figure sets. I did a bunch of unboxing pretty much for all of these, so if you want to see that, go check those out. Let's check out all the Sonic ones, first off. And one thing you'll notice is that they don't like to make anything off the pirate sets. As you see, I only have even though they have this one pirate ship, all the pirate Sonics area, I forget what that's called, there's only one character. So here's all the Sonic himself, because he is the main character. We've got one big plush here, who is based off the new Yoke City. Okay. He's pretty good plush. Sonic Prime. We've got this keychain, which is the first Sonic Prime stuff I actually got, because the first thing I saw. These plus keychains, or backpack hangers, whatever we like to call them, our backpack buddy. And this is Boss Codge Maze, which is another one they like to do for some reason. Even more so than New York City, which is the main area in Sonic Prime. Here's a New York City Sonic. Of course, we need alternate Sonics for all the other areas, because we only got two, really. Here is the 4-inch figure for Boss Codge Maze and New York City, which both are pretty cool. Except we need the last one to complete this. Little accessory Sonics. And 2 little mystery figure ones. We've got, once again, Boss Codge Maze. And this one, which might be the pirate one, because his gloves are a little different, but I'm not exactly sure. Because I think there's another Sonic in that mystery pack. So those are all the Sonic merchandise that I currently have. Next we'll go to Knuckles, who doesn't have as much, and oddly enough, each of the 3 of the Sonic's friends, basically, have a main. One of them is the main in each of the areas, of the 3 areas. Like New York City, we got Tails, or 9. In the Boss Codge Maze, the forest area, we get Thorn Rose for Amy. And in the pirate area, which I forget what it's called, we have Captain Nux, I believe his name is, who's Knuckles. But I've actually got more of this character called Gnarly Knuckles from the Boss Codge Maze over Gnarly Knuckles, over Captain Knuckles, which is kind of weird, seeing as he's one of the main guys, but we don't have that much of him. So these keychains are all Boss Codge Maze based, which is kind of weird. The Knuckles one didn't translate as well, but he does look pretty good in this figure form. Though all these 5-inch Jack Pacific Sonic Prime figures are super good. I really hope they make the whole set, every character, which doesn't seem like it's going to happen, or be likely, but hey, I can dream, can't I? And like I said, there is yet another one of these figurines for the Knuckles one. And since there is mystery figures, which means it's pretty much impossible to get the ones unless you aptly search out for them online. I don't have every one, so I think there might have been one Rouge, which I don't think so, or other unique ones, but these are the only characters that I know that they have. We got to this Knuckles who came with the ship. This is the Captain Knuckles, or Captain Nux, I believe. And he's pretty cool. I just wish they had the 4-inch one over the this guy, because it makes more sense if you ask me. But oh well, maybe we'll get a pirate form for all the other characters. The only character so far which I don't think they made a figure of from the show is Big the Cat. I'm counting alternate forms as the one character, if that makes any sense. So for Knuckles, these are all the ones we got. Oh, and I also got this Captain Nux, which is pretty cool. Next, we got Tails, who we have this Tails, who I forget, Mangy Tails. Only two of him. He's probably the least interesting version of Tails. Of course, the one that steals the show is Nine, who, of course, they made a bunch of, including this figure, as well as this figurine, and this smaller figure. So most of them are that. The rest are that. So it's curious. Like I said, it's curious. The mystery figures, they have the one, they have the two, but they don't have the third one, like pirate one. Like I said, these are the only pirate ones. Just the Knuckles. No other characters have pirate ones, as far as I'm concerned. We have Amy, whose two forms. Actually, I think all three forms are the only ones I remember. Even the pirate one I remember having some stuff compared to the other characters. So Amy's stands out in the show a bit more. Of course, she is the only one who got a second figure in the Action Pacific 5-inch line, which is awesome because these figures look really cool, being the Thorn Rose and what the hell is the other one called? What's her name? Metal Amy. We'll just say that. Mecha Rose, something like that. She also is the smaller one, not a figurine. But I do have a figurine for Thorn and Mecha, as well as this plush backpack hanger who looks pretty bad, especially compared to what it's supposed to look like compared to that. And the last one we have is Eggman, whose alternate forms are basically based off the main one of the New York City, being the Mr. Eggman. Yeah, I don't think anyone else cares about there isn't the alternate forms for this guy, because we actually have one, because they are pretty much hated a lot by the community. They're annoying, but I don't hate them per se, but I know a lot of people online hates them. So the only one we really got is Mr. Eggman and the hippie Eggman. So no baby or edgelord or old man. We got the plush one. We've got the 5-inch one. And we got this figurine one, which can, I guess, break his back. And actually, one of my favorite ones is this one, because it's most unique, because remember you were going to see this character, the hippie Eggman, in his little mech. He's got a sword. So that is pretty cool. Of course, one of the last things we look at is these two big things here. With accessory sets, we have Captain Nux's ship, which is on wheels, and it's a bunch of accessory figures. You can put a bunch of the little figures on, like this one. This is what it was made for. Unfortunately, I've only got a couple of them for the 2.5-inch line for Jack Pacific, which I'll put them right here, I guess. And they don't even, only one of them, other than Knuckles himself, were actually on this ship, because the Sonic is from the New York City. His accessories, so that wouldn't be there. Mecha Rose, I guess, I think is her name, was here. It's not even on the box. And the 9, I think, might have been here, but who knows. But yeah, we got a nice little pirate ship that fits those figures, because the big ones, like you see, this Sonic is too big to be on this boat. But it would have been nicer to have more of those 2.5-inch ones, especially if that one set had a bunch of other characters with them to fit on this boat. Like, how about have a whole set of the crew, rather than this ugly thing. This is the worst thing. And these are the shards that came with some of the mystery figures from Walmart. They would be in this. And, of course, I actually have the stand for that. And that is all the Sonic Prime stuff. I like it a lot. I would like to have more figures. It's so cool to have them. But I don't want the what is it, gnarly tails. I want the pirate ones. So give us those figures. I'll be happy. Though, if you're interested in any Sonic Prime stuff, I recommend the 5-inch line, because they are probably the highest quality figures I've ever seen for Sonic. I like them a lot, especially if you're a big fan of the show. It's super cool. I mean, the only figures like better than these, like, this is actually, even though this is just a generic Shadow, it's probably one of my favorite Sonic figures. I love the way it looks. Shadow is one of my favorite characters. Like I said, the 9 is impressive. I said in the video, I was actually kind of shocked because I had a lot of Sonic figures. So this one's articulation is insane, and the Amy ones are great. So I recommend that. If you want plushes, we got these plush keychains, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. They were cheap. But this guy's pretty okay. He's actually pretty soft, so if you want to get plush, you can get this guy. The pirate ship is actually pretty cool, so if you have kids, I definitely recommend getting this, especially if they have little figures like that. Because pirate ships are amazing. I had one when I was a kid. Not like a Sonic one, obviously, but I had like a little pirate ship as a kid, and that was really fun to play with. And this one's on wheels, so you actually can, on hardware floors, you can just run this thing around. The mystery ones are kind of fun. You get little figures, and you get some interesting ones. And yeah, those are my Sonic Prime recommendations and a collection. Maybe one day I'll do a Sonic collection, but right now all my stuff's spread out between different rooms, and it'll be a pain in the butt to take them all together. But hey, thank you for watching, and yeah, I can't wait for Sonic Prime Season 3.